You can get two straps.
Well, yeah, you can conference.
Yeah, I can.
But I just froze it, so it'd be like a walk on the tree for him. Then look at it.
And is this the one you'll need signed
And
by all of us? Okay.
That's the copy I made, so. That might stop, and I just froze.
Hold my hand, Cam. It's just shaking.
All right. This is my copy. Well, I don't know why I did four.
Hey, Richie, I was just asking if anybody knew how you was doing.
Better. Been doing it worse.
Well, Lois, the alarm went off again for here. It's been off and on for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Is that thing for the cafeteria?
Big one. It might just be just communication.
Zone 2, wherever zone 2 is, that's the one that's,
Yeah, but it's not the great big message that was that one time when they called me on the phone.
this is the same one. Says zone 2 trouble.
Or, yeah, Carson, is gonna come
Yeah.
and that their cafeteria, that one.
That's the lane that hangs, yeah.
Internal control.
And
It's,
see if they can
money
disconnect.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you'd like to go to the website, watch the half-an-hour video, you're more than welcome. If not, you can just lie and say you did.
But they're not sure when, since it's not an emergency.
Saying that, we know she's not stealing money. We.
But you guys aren't stealing money either.
Yeah.
This is
We're-
for
we're-
you too.
yeah.
Ain't nobody
We're-
stealing nothing.
We're all
You know?
good and we ain't stealing. There ain't nothing to steal anyway.
That's right.
when did I do the training? Just make it up?
I'll email it to you guys if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
I'll go over there. I don't think things go anywhere other than just to have them on file.
Can I sign this in blue? I'm hoping.
Here.
Scan it black and white.
Well, I thought I had a black pen.
So if you need a black one, I got a
I'm
black.
gonna say, Richie, the blue at the end of that pen might give it away.
Do you want a black one?
Yeah, I wasn't here.
I'm just kidding.
Thank you.
Payment, what are we stopping payment of?
Okay, so, in October, I wrote a check to insurance. When their bank scanned it, they scanned the back of another check. And so in November's statement, November 1st, like October, they gave us a $4,000 credit because the check didn't clear. So now we have $4,000 too much. It's not our money because the check didn't clear. So I stopped payment on that check. I'm gonna rewrite it.
Matt told me if I just.
I knew, cause I heard you telling Lois about it.
Yeah.
We're asking.
Yeah, because I just- it's asinine.
So we don't, like, where's the,
No, just.
we don't have a claims for it?
After I get off work.
Oh, shit.
I thought you were over there signing them. I was just
I
waiting.
was like, okay, new clerk, new way of doing it, so just tell me. I'm like, I'm used to that blue folder and the thing in the back that says trouble stuff, and don't worry about that one,
Yeah.
that's the stuff for the past.
Like I hadn't even noticed it.
I'm gonna feel rich tonight. I get 2 checks.
You weren't here last month.
Yeah.
Damn, who filled these out?
Well, maybe we'll be happy with them.
So,
You only got one tea and I got your extra tea.
yeah.
I'm just looking at how pretty she is.
Yeah.
I know.
Thank-
I'm gonna do. I am.
Hey, Debbie, was this intentional? God only got one tea and I got a T in my name.
Yeah, cause I guess that's what I thought it was.
I said, did she spell mine right?
No, if you put Rich, she,
That's how Lois spells it too.
yeah. Everybody does it. I'm just giving you, because Scott's a T short. I have a T in my name that doesn't have a T in my name.
Send them to me.
That's
SCOT.
fun.
That's fine.
Bro, and all. Next time you go in, go check those out.
I'm just gonna put a thing, Scott's T up here.
Yeah, there you go.
I just thought it was funny. Everybody does it though. It's not,
Yeah.
That way?
No,
Oh, I've seen teens and Richie.
Lois always puts it in there. She does, it's not in there, but she always does.
Lord, I'm over the coffee.
I just,
It would be easy for me.
thank you.
you're welcome.
Yes, thank you. How have you been?
Been all right.
Been all right?
Are none of the cops joining us tonight?
I have no idea, haven't seen or
I
heard.
haven't heard from him.
Neither.
Me neither.
I haven't seen it. I know,
I hope she's got the stormwater stuff in there, because I forgot all that shit at work today.
Scott said, well,
I laid something down there and I thought it was,
Debbie was telling me.
Oh, yeah, 5964. Yeah, she's got it in here.
well, there was a
Oh,
whole
there's
big
paper.
old, oh, here's.
Yeah, that's what I passed out to you guys last month, but it wasn't here. Well, this is just the ordinance that says we gotta like do a public posting.
I didn't know if you needed that to look at or something.
No, the
Okay.
figures are what I need.
Okay. Oh, this is the yearbook they donated for the.
Oh, wow. Cool. Yeah, Richie and I were talking about that. We just, the town just needs to do that room museum or
Yeah, I don't mind people wanting to help, but then don't come in and say, well, we're only gonna do it this way. No, you're not.
Shane and I are attending online. That's from like,
Well, I don't know.
Oh, I just got that too.
Yeah, I did too.
What you do is you get them, read.
also the mic is live.
It's not even on. How are they hearing us?
I don't know.
Peace sign.
Can you hear me now?
Gotcha. Yes, we can hear you now.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty for all.
That might be quick, remember.
Lois left out our whole sentence.
She's like, I'm done. Let's go.
I'm just waiting on Lois to say play ball.
All right.
Too funny.
I move approval of the November minutes.
Make a motion to approve the November minutes.
I second.
Questions?
No.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ask for approval of the November treasury report.
Go ahead, Richie.
I'll make a motion to approve the November treasurer's report.
I second.
Any questions?
No.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. Police department, you there?
Did we mute him?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes. Can
There we
you
go.
hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. You're on.
Not much to report as far as activities. We've been down a few officers. I can disclose the updates of that. That should be changing soon at a later time. Shane is inquiring if you guys are requesting more cameras. If you request more, then he will get a quote. Is that something that you want Shane to look into?
We always get a quote.
Yes.
Okay. Estimated cameras that I mean, not, you have to have an exact amount, but just kind of a rough estimate. Areas that you would like a camera to be around the building or in the building.
Right now, we're what, just across the front?
I have no idea.
Doorways, entry and exit doors, maybe.
Shane, where are the cameras located at currently?
We just have the two, one's facing the park, one's facing the entrance that you all came in tonight. They're battery powered. They got to be charged about once every 3 months. The one out front, unfortunately, actually just died, so I'm gonna have to charge that one. They're about roughly $100 a piece. We did apply for that grant for $100,000. We have not heard back yet. I don't know when we will. I'm assuming probably first quarter of next year. But just in the meantime, I was thinking maybe a handful more to get the back of the building too. It's up to you guys.
You got 1, 2, 3. So we have 4, 5 if you count this other side front total.
Didn't get that. Could you try again?
Didn't know.
Lois has a question.
Of the double doors to the
Tell me.
side here, where the kids go out when they're renting
2.
the stairs and the double doors to the asphalt. It's like,
Yeah, so
Mhm.
that's 1, the very far side, 2, 3 by the garage.
I would just say that I feel like there's a pretty good chance. I don't want to count the chickens yet, but I think we might actually get that grant. So I would caution you to spend a whole lot of money on it, just kind of as a temporary Band-Aid if you want a few more until we hear either a yes or no on that grant. So I'd probably focus on like all the entry doors, but it's up to you guys.
Well, I definitely want one back there by the garage coming in that door. That seems to be the area that somebody wants to never get the door shut, right?
I say
We
4 or
got 5
5.
total entries that would need them. So you got a
Okay.
quote on 5?
Yep, I'll just get a quote on like 5 to 8 or so.
All right, anything else?
Just not really much has happened with the new hire process. That's still on hold. Would like to request some work sessions about budget and just general questions along with that, but that doesn't need to be until sometime in January. It's not a big deal with that. And then we are currently working on several of our SOPs. And then once I'm back to work, I will go ahead and try to clear up the vehicle issue that we have with the title. Other than that, there's not much else that I have to report unless Shane has something else to add, or you guys have further questions.
On my end, no, I'd say just to reiterate what you said, it's just mainly a lot of SOPs to polish up. before we bring people in to train them. If we've got no material to train them on, there's no standard to hold them to.
Sounds good.
And then, Leah, before I forget, if you could, I'll be reaching out to you, reference the, SOPs and the insurance. Just want to make sure that we have everything that we need. I'm pretty sure we do, but just to make sure, touch base with you. I'll email you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
Fire department.
The air compressor, fire department's air compressor, did you get the other one fixed and I'm good to take it back?
Yes.
Yes, the other one's fixed and I can take it back to the fire department. Good. I heard a little bit of discussion pre-meeting about the alarm panel issues. Are we having somebody look at that?
Yes.
Because when I come in the door tonight, it's in trouble mode, so
Yeah.
as long as it continually goes to trouble
Lois-
mode, if something happens, you're not gonna know it because.
Lois can put you in, but she's got Corson coming down to go over it, and then they're gonna check to see if that one that's a problem in the cafeteria that's not right, if it can be disconnected with the rest of them to keep going.
What would be nice is while they're here, if they can trip those with their cup thing that they put up there, if we can figure out which ones are what, so when it says
Yeah.
zone 2, zone
Right.
whatever, we know where to go.
Can you ask them that, Lois?
You
Thank
know what
you.
I'm saying?
It looks almost like a plunger that they put right over it, and I'll set it over, it, and then it'll say, okay, and that's, yeah. And then they can tell us zone 2, okay, it's the cafeteria, zone 3, it's, upstairs,
Right.
whatever.
So, okay, so that's already in the process. And
Yep.
the only other thing I had was we did receive the 2 grants for the AEDs. So once they come in, then I'll take it to the membership to, if they're willing to donate a couple of our old ones to the community center, so you guys can get a couple in down here. So in areas that you might, common areas that we use the most, maybe gym, cafeteria, or
Cool.
one in this room, one down in that corridor between the
Yep.
gym, cafeteria, there type thing. So when we find out that stuff and I get approval and if they're good with it, we'll send a couple out here so we can get them in.
Sounds good.
People are
Appreciate it.
utilizing it if something happens. They're here. I didn't have anything else.
All right, Parks Department.
We had a meeting to discuss food baskets this year. We're handing out approximately 20
Cool.
from the park. We're going to do that on the 20th.
Yep.
We'll be handing those out. We have a meeting tomorrow night. You're welcome,
I'll
Scott.
be on Uber patrol.
Yeah. I
Patrol.
turned in my resignation for the park board.
Yeah, I see that. We'll talk about that.
Yeah. And that's about it. Okay.
Do you want me to read it?
No, I don't, no, I don't care. You don't have to.
You don't have to either.
What?
Resign.
No, that's cute. I do. But, no, I was just saying in general, if you guys accept it,
So we have a choice.
So I like the word you said, if, we'll stop there. Does the park have anything else?
Am I forgetting anything?
I don't think so.
Do you need help getting the baskets ready or anything from us?
I think this year will be okay. What do you think?
I think we're gonna be okay getting everything together. I just might need some assistance getting all that food at the store brought up here.
Okay.
Because that bag overflowed and now I'm landing it up down the side.
Sorry, what day did you guys say you were delivering them?
The
The
20th?
20th.
Is that just going to people in town or did you get some people in the township as well?
A little bit
We
in
discussed that.
township as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did township as well.
20th.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I know the fire department helped last year financially. Do you need anything from them?
We'll take what we can. Yeah, we'll take anything we can get.
Somebody was supposed to bring that up at the business meeting.
I forgot it.
Do you need it in money wise or do you need to buy stuff? I'm
I
saying
would
us.
say-
I'm speaking for the fire department.
No,
Do you
I
need the
would-
fire department to give you money? Do you need the fire department to go
I
buy?
think if it's specifically for the boxes, it could be money, because some of us are going to go shopping.
Right.
It should, you know what I mean? But if it's easier to donate food items, we can obviously talk about which ones are the most. So whatever you
Well,
think.
maybe we can speak after the meeting's done and we can figure it
Yes.
out then.
Yeah,
And then
that's fine.
we'll get with the chief and see what he wants to do with the
Yeah.
membership. And we can get a hold of him.
What time is that delivery?
Whenever you want to be.
You guys are delivering at a set time?
There's not, we were just gonna get together in the morning, and as soon as we're done packing the boxes, just go deliver them. We also have Santa coming.
Santa's coming on Sunday, the 14th.
From 1 to
If
3.
it-
In the
Hey,
park.
Scott,
Somebody,
Yes.
if it's needed, we can help out with moving some stuff if manpower is needed. We just need a date and time.
Thank you.
Date and time.
December 20th. Where are we meeting, 10 a.m.? Did we decide? No, but to get this stuff up from the store.
You're bringing it all up here to build your boxes?
Uh-huh,
Are you doing that in here? Are you doing it?
Cafeteria.
cafeteria. So,
On the 15th,
So if you give me a time that you want to move that stuff, I'll try to
9
get
a.m.?
arrangements made to where I can be here and help get some of it
Okay.
moved as well.
9 a.m. on the 20th.
Got that, Brent?
Inventory.
No, Scott, could you repeat that, please?
That's
Yeah, but we'll-
9 a.m. on the 20th.
Do a list.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
We're not gonna bring the food up here and count it? No, we can count it at the store, make a list, and then come up and see what we have left, because we do have some stuff up here. Yeah. But we can do that, and then it'll be easier, so we don't have to. It's here, yeah.
and we still got food that was donated during the bazaar that's in the small kitchen.
Yeah, we do have some.
Famous,
the 20 boxes. 20 boxes.
20 boxes.
famous.
Approximately, yes.
Mhm.
Anything else?
I believe that's it for me.
How well did you guys do at the bake sale?
We did almost 300.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'd like to have said that, but sold out of food, but you know, when it's donation and you rely on,
It's hit or miss.
well, yeah, it's kind of missing. But,
Did you do good on that?
no, not really.
How much was brought in?
Just right under 200, and there was $90 spent just in meat. That's not counting the chips and stuff, so there's not much of anything made. You know, one year you'll get people donating $5 and $10,
Oh,
$20.
yeah, we've got,
And everybody's like, you got some 20s in there. Well, that was vendors that come in and said, hey, can I change some 20s for some 1s? Because they didn't have any. So that's what it was looking good for us that way, but then it wasn't good.
I know next year if we have a bake sale and bacon, apple pie, peach pie, and pumpkin. That's it. Those things go quick.
And you will have, I know, your purple cookies for Santa at the park the right way.
they're so good.
If we let them get that.
All right. Anything else from the park? Anybody got anything then for the community center?
We've talked about the ceiling lights. You know, when that will be,
Are we talking the gym and stuff?
yeah, the gym.
That was, well, that's what I had her added under new business. So do we want to wait then or do we want to talk it now?
So we can wait.
Okay, we'll just do it then.
But you've got the drop
Yeah.
ceiling pieces, you're wanting to get those.
Yeah, that's all in the new one. I'll ask, as far as community center, have we got it rented quite a bit for this month?
Well, it's surprising me, there aren't anybody's calling yet for Christmas.
That is unusual because
Usually
usually,
called by now. because
Yeah.
They're worried about, you know.
well, I know every time I see something that somebody's looking for a place on Facebook, I'm with, and there's others on there
I've seen
too,
that.
but it's like, hey. All right, well, we'll move on then to old business, selling the LaSure lot on Main Street. I can't get an answer out of Darla. I can't get any acknowledgement whatsoever. And I sent her a list of questions that day and nothing.
So I'm just gonna ask a question. how long are we gonna play this? Try to contact Darla before we decide to just bite the bullet and try to find a different attorney. I
I
mean,
don't,
she's,
do you want to see if you can get her to answer you? Yeah, I mean, it's something we need to know.
Send me your questions that you got.
I'll just send you the email I sent her. This will decide in January then what we're gonna do. Okay, road repairs. Richie, you got anything on that?
no, you were waiting on a quote from
Yeah, from
what's
Sneddon.
Sneddon or whoever.
Trent, and I know they sent it to him because they copied me on the email. I didn't know if maybe he'd said
They didn't
anything.
send it to me.
I don't have
Nope, I
anything
don't have
either.
it.
All right.
Cause I told him that you were the one that set everything in motion, that he should send everything to you.
Shane or Brent, any updates on the Taylor property that you heard of?
No updates at all, and I don't think there will be any updates. I've driven past there a few times since the last final cleanup attempt. They definitely brought some more stuff back outside as we assumed. But as far as any more actions, it's just going to have to resort back to local ordinance violations at $25 a piece. So that's part of that work meeting that we need to have, is talk about fines for certain infractions and maybe increasing the repeated offense fine.
Is there no further court action from the county? Do you know?
Oh, you weren't here.
It has been finalized after that last attempt.
Yep.
They ran out of money and they finalized it and they called it good. The only other, I brought it up in the last meeting, the only other option that is there is the health department order that was issued almost 2 years ago at this point, that marked the building unfit for human living or something like that. It was not condemned. That is a different terminology. It was
Right.
marked like uninhabitable. I was going to leave that in your guys' ballpark if you wanted to do that. I didn't want to get too involved in that. If that's something you want to pursue, we can help you with it. But I think the board needs to reach out to the health department.
All right.
I have a question. When you have, when you have work sessions, is that information available to the public or?
It's open to the public.
It's an open
Right.
meeting.
It's open to the public unless it's a personnel matter.
Yeah, if she's asking about a work meeting, yeah, absolutely. I'd encourage everyone to be there. I just don't want to bore them with police department stuff in a normal meeting. But yeah, it's completely open to the public to come.
All right. Moving on, stormwater fee discussion of rate change.
So I mentioned last month you weren't here, but basically we're currently paying, like, don't quote me on this because I don't have the information right in front of me, but it's like $18 every 6 months.
Looks like 1762.
Yeah, that's it. That's 1762 for a half a year. So it's like $35. And I looked it up, and Ellisville's paying roughly $84 a year in stormwater. Monroe County's paying like $75 a year in stormwater. And they've both recently just raised their stormwater rates. Ours have not raised in the 13 years it's been it's been enacted. But I ran some numbers, and that I don't have all the information, but like $59.64 a year brings in roughly, per property, it'll equal like $5,000 total for the town in the stormwater fund. Which, it's taken us 13 or 14 years to get the 25,000 we have in there just to do the stuff we did this year. And the stuff we did this year probably totaled about $10,000 so far.
That'd be, so you're saying $59 is what you're said?
It would be a year, so it'd be broken down to like,
$29.10 instead of the 17.
yeah. But we would have to take it and it'd have to be advertised and then we'd have to have like a public meeting on it and all that before it can be enforced. And I think it's got to be enforced like 6 months prior to when the taxes come out. So we wouldn't get that money. The rate wouldn't change for,
The spring,
wouldn't-
it'd be the
it
fall.
would be
of
the
next
fall
year.
that it would change, yeah. So the spring rate would stay the 1762, but then it would increase for that fall of next year.
Much.
To, it'd be $59 total, so $29.10 every 6 months.
I don't know if it can or not. Yeah, that's. But that was, and we tabled it because you wasn't here to hear all the information.
Sure. Well, I mean, I'm like anybody else. I hate to see anything raised, but that's the only way the town's gonna survive on anything, and we've never done it, and so.
And
it's
still,
going to-
at $59.64, we're still not paying what the county pays or what Ellisville pays.
No.
How much more revenue did you say that generates you?
About $5,000 a year. But see, here's the thing: if they don't pay that on their property taxes, then
You don't get it.
we don't get it. Like there's 10 properties in town that are behind on their stormwater fees, and I sent the auditor an email asking her. I was hoping to get the information before this meeting. How many properties in town were delinquent in their property taxes and for the stormwater stuff? Because I'm to the point, like, the last I counted, there was like 9 or 10 properties that was almost $1,000 behind, and just in stormwater, not counting property taxes. And we as a town and a municipality, we can put a municipality lien on a property for back taxes. And then no matter how many other liens are on that property, our lien is the first one to get paid off.
Thought we did have that.
But that doesn't get paid until something happens, that property right goes first.
Right, but-
Right.
But if, say that somebody's $1,000 behind in their taxes and they just up and sell their property to somebody else before it gets to a tax sale or a sheriff's sale, then we're just out that money because we don't have the lien on it. Because we can't transfer that fee from the previous property owner to the next property owner.
So what do we need to do to proceed then if we want to?
Well, I think we need to make a motion if we're going to change it to 5964. We need to make a motion, and then it'll have to be posted for a public meeting. And then we'll have to entertain a public meeting for people to come up and voice their concerns or not. And then after that, after we have the public meeting, I think we can sign an ordinance or a resolution and send it to the county to get adjusted. Yeah. But I don't know if we have to appeal the original ordinance or if we just can amend the original ordinance.
That's what I was getting ready to say. I think in the past, we've done amendments.
That's what I thought too, but I wasn't sure.
Mhm.
Got to amend it though.
Yeah, but I mean.
It's an increase.
Right.
I mean, it's-
I thought I had a copy of all those. You sent it to us or something. I printed it off.
So, I mean, if you want me to make a motion, I can, or if somebody else wants to make it. So I'll make a motion that we move forward with adjusting the stormwater fees from the 1762 tax installment to, what's it gonna be, 2440, which would be, $59.64 a year in stormwater fees.
I'll second.
It
It's
breaks
an
down to,
increase of 2440.
oh, it's an increase of 2440.
So from what you were paying, it's gonna go up to that.
Hang on, I'll tell you.
So instead of it being 35 something or something like that, it's gonna be
52
50.
Times 2 is 3524. And when you subtract that from the 5964, you get a 2440 increase.
Here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it'll go from 1762 to 2982 every tax installment.
All right, we got a motion. We have a second?
Kim seconded.
Okay. Any other discussion?
I think we save it for the public meeting.
All right. So all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We'll set that for January, right?
Yeah, I don't know what the ordinance says that you have. It says it has to be posted like so many. It's just whatever the ordinance you just gave me a while ago was.
You'll have it.
First, so people hear about it.
I think it's gotta be posted. It's gotta be posted in a public newspaper and then probably posted out on the door. Yeah. So it says any changes to the fee structure or the ERU rate must be recommended by the board, made the subject of at least one public hearing held by the board, and established by county commissioner's ordinance. Any ordinance that would result in an increase of the ERU rate or an increase in the amount of the fee assessed to a parcel of property must be adopted at least 6 months prior to the due date of the first fee installment that is subject to the amended ERU rate or fee structure. No increase in the ERU rate may be made reoccurring. Basically, you can't set it to just increase every year by a certain amount.
Right.
So yeah, probably if we do it now, it probably wouldn't go into effect until next tax season and next March or May, not this May, but next May. Well, 2027 is probably when it would increase them.
You don't think it would hit for the November fall?
Well, it says it's,
The 6 months.
must be adopted at least 6 months prior to the due date of the first fee increase. Was it the first
So if
fee
we
would
set
be,
the first increase in the tax thing of November,
I don't know, that's a question we'd have to ask the county
Yeah.
probably, but
then it could be done. We'd be 6 months ahead. It probably
I mean,
needs
if we
to be
do
a
it
separate
now-
meeting though in January, not the actual council meeting, right?
yeah, it'll have to be a separate meeting.
So let's just go ahead and pick a date and get it set. So our meeting in January is on the 6th. Do we want to do it the following Tuesday?
13th.
Public meeting.
Mm-hmm.
That's also part of the meeting, right?
The second Tuesday is? You can do it on the 8th, on a Thursday.
Do it on the 8th.
We go for January 8th.
Does that give you enough time to get it posted, Leah, in the like newspaper or whatever it's gotta be posted in? There's no really newspaper anymore, so
No, I don't know if it has to be just printed once or twice with 10 days in between.
it just says, well, I mean, I read what it said word for word. It just got to be made the subject of one public meeting, but it doesn't go into specific details.
Richie, can I butt in for just a second?
Yep.
the new law about the exactly what we're doing right now, virtual meetings, it also said it needs to be posted on the website or whatever electronic means. So if you just get that to me, I'll make sure I put it on there, and then I'll wait till the public comment portion. I do have an update on the website in general as well, but we'll need to throw it on there too.
Okay.
That basically takes place of the newspaper essentially.
Yeah, it doesn't say, Lois, it just said it has to be made subject of at least one public meeting held by the board, so. I don't know.
We should have plenty of time to get it in HD for that on there. All right, so January 8th, 6 p.m. Anything else on that?
Nope.
All right, moving on to new business. Here's where we got the community center lowest upgrades. So I asked Lee to put this on here. We've got several outside lights that are out. Like the triple door, the cheese off, that's total black. And I think there are some of the sensors that also need to be replaced that were not, because
There's
some
one-
lights just stay on
There's
constant.
one
and
back
they're
here in the
burning
very
out.
back that flashes.
They need
Yeah.
a photo cell,
Yeah,
depending on the type of cell it's on, so it should just be like a quarter turn, pull off and put a new one on.
Okay.
So some of them are built into the light, you know, you gotta tear the assembly apart and wire it, some just.
right. I know we've got the triple doors. We got the one in the back Kim was talking about, the flashes. We've got the one here on the side of the building by the playground that's completely out. And then there's one or two on the side near the fire station that stay on all the time. They never go out, so they're gonna end up burning out. We need to get those taken care of, 'cause it's especially over here on the playground side, because it's really dark. Shane, is that something you can check on?
You talking about lighting?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I'll have to go look at them. I don't know what kind of bulbs they are. That's the same issue we had with the gym, is there is about 500 different styles and types of bulbs. So that's why I wanted to get with you guys on what you wanted that fit within your budget before we ordered anything.
and we need to get, that's the other thing that's on there too, is the gym lights, where now there's 3 or 4 out, and it was pretty dim on one side in there during the bazaar. So
Yeah.
we voted on this months ago and approved it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was probably like 9 months ago. So if you guys are willing to just add that to our other work session that we wanted to talk about, I think that perfectly fits a work session. We just add that to that work session agenda.
I don't know, other than going ahead and getting a price like we had to begin with, because we approved it for 10 lights. Well, actually, we said 12, because we said buy 2 extras to have. But we were only replacing the big ones, not the ones over the bleachers. And we were making them LEDs, and that included approval of the lift.
Yeah, it's basically just picking the style and making sure that we stick within the budget allotted. Because there's a lot, there's ones that are linear, like the traditional bulbs above your head right now, and there's some that are circular. There's just so many options. I don't want to be the one that decides that.
Tim, Richie, when do you want to have this work session? What's good for you?
Well,
How soon are Shane and Brent available?
Because the darker and the more that keep going out, the less anybody's going to want to rent, because they won't be able to see.
Make them neat.
Brent, for me, anytime 6 p.m. and after, any day of the week is completely fine. Today was an exception, but any other day is perfectly fine. I'll let you comment on your availability.
I haven't been back to work yet, so I believe I'm off Sunday and Monday and working the other days of the week, 7 to 5. So I could do a 6 o'clock.
Is
How many gym lights did you say were out?
there's
There's
three or
two
four?
or three out now.
There's three completely out and one that keeps going off and on that's going.
In the gym?
Yep. And we'd said and voted to buy the LED type so that when you turn it on, it's just on. It doesn't have to warm up. It's there.
Right. I think that's what Shane's saying, is there's so many different
Yep.
kinds, you know, styles, like he's not wanting to be the one. I don't have a
Well, I
problem,
know
'cause we
him
do
and
have to
Tommy
spend the
had-
money.
Had looked up some
Yeah.
for us at the time
Yeah,
because we had a
because-
price of like around $3,500.
You need to pull one of them out of there so you can see what the lumage is and, the bulb end size, right? Because them sockets come in different sizes.
Well, this y'all talked about, and that's what we talked and voted on was replacing that whole unit.
Do we have any of the old bulbs that come out that would tell you what that is?
There's supposed to be some here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we were, currently it's a ballast. We were gonna get rid of the ballast altogether and go straight LED.
Yeah.
Wire around them and.
Yep. But yeah, there was some of the old bulbs pulled and it was still good. There's here somewhere. And what I'd like to do, if you guys are in agreement with this, we get the lights, we get the lift, and we're paying the rent to have that lift here. We've got ceiling tiles that need replaced in the cafeteria that are in really bad shape from when it leaked.
Yeah. they
So
look
we
pretty
need to
bad.
do it all at once so we don't have to pay that lift rental again.
Right.
Are we sure the leak has stopped?
Yeah, it was a clogged up downspout that
Okay.
backed it all up and it was
Drain.
pouring in there. As far as ceiling tiles, the health department did make contact with me and a second time, and I talked to Lois about just to let her know. The drop ceiling has to be put in, or they're going to step in and say, you're not going to rent that and use that kitchen for anything until it's done. So we need to get that taken care of as well.
On that. we
That
need
I
to
don't
have-
think will
I
require a
said-
lift.
No, but I think that we'd never gotten a price, because we had
Right.
talked about that once before.
Trying to find somebody to do it.
To give an
Give us-
estimate.
Yep.
And I thought, was his name Skylar?
Skylar's supposed to, but I haven't heard any more from him.
Trouble with him right now is he's in the process of selling a house and buying a house and remove, so he's gonna be tied up for about the next 3 weeks. He's got like on the floor and stuff, and everything else, my last, so I don't know as soon as he wants it done, but I don't know if he can get it worked out, his schedule or not, so.
But if we can go ahead and do the work session and get this all set up, and then we can, hopefully by then we can have that, but it's not something that we'll have to have for that ceiling like that. I mean, we've got a month or so on that one, look at that drop ceiling, but the other we need to get done.
I think there was questions about, Lois has got her hand up.
At that time, where we gonna put lights in that lowered ceiling, where the freezer and the refrigerator is, in that back area where you have. to
It
put-
probably could use one or two in there just so you can see.
It should have.
And then we'll have to have electric
Those could be
too set.
added after.
So if that happens, we need to also get the new refrigerator hooked up. All
Yeah.
the one electrician can do.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Yeah, because we've got to have, well, we need power for both. The refrigerator is running off of a cord plugged across the floor.
Yeah.
The new freezer can't be plugged in until we get power ran. The old freezer is still hanging in there, but it's not the greatest.
Yeah.
But it's got power back there. I mean, if we want to keep it going and leave it back there in the back until it finally dies, fine. Or if you want to move it to one side, I would soon just leave it where it's at for now.
Yeah.
Then when it dies, I don't think we necessarily have to get rid of it. We can use it for dry storage. We can just move it to another wall or something to have it out of the way back in there. But it does need light because it's pretty dark. You can't see.
Especially when it's plugged in.
Yeah.
So then why couldn't we have someone give us a quote on doing that drop ceiling and getting the light put in there at that time? To get estimates on that.
Yeah, we'll have to have two
Yeah.
different ones coming in. I mean, I'm in favor. It's gotta be done or we're gonna
Right.
be stopped on it. Tommy, do you care to check with Skylar again to see when he might be able to? All right. Lois, do you have any preference on, because I know over the years you've dealt with different electricians, do you have any preference on one or know of one that was better than another that we used?
No,
I get out of Cassidy or,
Alexander or
I was
something.
gonna say, who's the last one we used? I think, Leah, do you know who the last electrician was we used? What company?
Who was it?
It's probably been
several years ago, I thought that we've
a
actually had a
while.
licensed electrician that did big jobs. You know, Cassidy has in years past, but it seems like we found somebody
I thought,
else.
I was gonna say, I thought there was a different one we used too. All right, well, I'll just call around.
There's Price Electric. I don't know if that's who. is it?
Maybe this.
That
I was
sounds
trying to think.
familiar.
That's what I was
Yeah, it
thinking. It was
does.
Price Electric.
Okay.
There's also Woods Electric.
Cause they could do the outlets and they could do the light. Just the ceiling wouldn't be there for them to hang it yet. All right. So we need to pick a date for the work session then. Brent, you said anytime at 6 during the week then is okay for you?
Yes, Scott, there's been a different schedule from when I was last at work a couple of months ago. So my schedule this month is a Sunday, Monday off. The other days I'm working, so I won't be able to attend in person. I'll have to attend by Teams if it's not Sunday or Monday.
And then for me, it's any time after 4 p.m. or even earlier if need be, I'll be there. You just let me know. Galarza is also on this meeting. Galarza, do you have any meeting preference? You want to unmute yourself?
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no preference.
Yeah, so for me, anytime afternoon. Brent is unfortunately a crippled man right now, so we're all making fun of him. And if he can attend, he can attend. Otherwise, virtually.
Well, if you want him here in person, you want to do it soon, we can do it Monday the 15th. If you want to do it and him be Zoom, then I would say then go for the 16th.
I think all of our preference is definitely in person. 15th is perfect for me. Galarza, how about you?
Let me see here. 15th. What time?
6 p.m.
It'd have to be Zoom. I work Monday and Tuesday at 7 p.m.
How's the? I hate to use Lord's Day, but how's the 18th looking for everybody?
Let's see here.
18th. That's a Thursday.
That's a Thursday.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm looking at January here.
Talking the 14th?
Hold on here. Yeah, the 14th. How's that looking?
With December.
I'm available to 14.
Brent, how's that work for you?
Yes, I could do the 14th. What time are you guys thinking?
6.
Yep, I can make that.
Tim, Richie, does that work for you guys?
I'm good. Is it good for Leah?
No, it's not for. Is it not for real? All right. Leah can't be there on the 6th, on the 14th.
How does that work? I don't know that. How that?
You have to have a clerk in order to have a meeting.
Okay. Okay.
What do you got, Leah?
14 different things.
No, what date works for you?
Any other day, pretty much.
Any other day but that one.
Yeah,
What about the following Sunday, the 24th?
that's fine.
Sunday seems to be the day that you can get Brent and Shane and all of them here, which they like to be here in person, sounds like. But it sounds like you're at the whim of clerk lady.
Are you guys available on the 21st?
Yes, I am. Brent is available.
I'm
Dang.
not. That's my work weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, I work
That's
every other
okay.
weekend.
So
Are you
for
available
Shane, that's Shane talking right now. Anytime after 4 p.m. is 100% accessible any day of the week. Brent, you said you're available on the 21st?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll just
Galarza,
do Zoom.
you don't need to attend, but would you like to attend virtually?
Yeah, I'll just do. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
do it through Teams.
21st at 6 p.m. sounds like a winner.
Sold, move on before we change our mind.
Yeah. All right. I don't have anything else other than that. Did you have anything else for that part of it?
December 21st, Sunday.
At 6.
I have something for, that goes under the community center or whatever. I just met with a guy at 4:30 today. We looked at the gym floor to get it like resanded and refinished. He's gonna give me a quote here in the next day or two, and I'll present it at the January meeting.
Does he do tile floor too? Because
I
that
don't know.
cafeteria
I can
floor
do the
is
tile
bad.
floor.
You can?
Yeah.
All we have to do is rent the machine.
No, I can probably just make one disappear from IU and bring it here and do it and
Use
take
it.
it back. Yeah. I need help. I can't do it by myself. I mean, I can do it by myself, but it's like when you go to strip a floor and refinish it, when you're stripping a floor, you're like constantly walking on ice. So you got to have somebody to like wrangle cords and stuff while you're operating the machine.
All right.
But I know how to do it. I can do it.
Well, let's plan on it then, because it needs a bad.
Yeah, it does. And
Really
you, no
bad.
matter how much you mop it, it never looks like it's been
Nope.
mopped.
No, not at all. All right, well, the next thing on here, it won't be, well, Shane, this is gonna be you because it's on the agenda, so we're talking website.
Leah can do it too. She was at the meeting.
Yeah, Leah was at the
Oh,
meeting
okay.
as well.
Does that mean the markings have to be put back on? Stripping it clear down to the.
He's not, he's going to give me two choices. One's to sand it all the way down to bare wood and then repaint the lines on there and refinish it. Or he said there's also another process where they can like basically top scrub it and then put some sort of screen down on it and then refinish it. So he's going to give me an option for both. He said basically the gym that size, if you want to strip it down to the bare wood and like have them repaint it and all that, you're talking like $40,000.
I knew it was gonna be expensive.
But
I
he
wasn't
said-
expecting that expensive.
He said if you just like take the top few layers off of it and then they put a screen down
Right.
and then refinish it.
That's what the school always did.
He
yeah.
said that that's a lot cheaper. He's gonna give me a price for both of them, but he said that's what he would recommend. He said with that, because he asked if it was the original gym floor, and I was like, yeah. He goes, because I noticed, because the school was in there practicing when we were in there looking around. And he's like, I hear a lot of dead spots. I said, oh, there is. So he's like, he goes, if it's the original wood from when it was first built, he's like, I wouldn't recommend stripping it all the way down because it said it might cause damage.
Yeah.
So he said he would recommend was just take a top couple layers off of it and then put a screen down and then refinish it.
Richard, there's practice through February.
Okay, well, he asked me how soon he did it, and I said, well, we wouldn't act on it until January, because I said, well, we got to have a meeting to enact it. I said, and then at that, I said, I'll have to, he said they only needed 3 days to do it. He said they would only need 3 days.
Their practices.
Okay,
Sometimes Wednesday.
well, we might have to just look in February and be like, and just block off a week and be like, this is the week you have to do it.
You said they're there through February though, right? So, if we waited even till March, maybe we're out of the nasty weather outside where anything's getting tracked at
That's
that
true.
time.
I mean,
and then-
We can, I mean, once he gets the quote and if we agree to do it or not, we can just say, look, we're booked until this time and this is when we can do it at this price. And then see what they say.
Yeah.
All right, Leah.
Shane and I met with some ladies from various places. Talking about the website, talking about accepting payments online. That meeting was just to be able to set up, taking payments online for golf cart permits, release violations, room rent for the community center. They're going to send us a card reader for free. We can accept payment through card. That will be neato.
She says that without a smile.
As far as that website stuff, that's all I know. He knows the rest of it.
No worries. They are pending. I think, I'm not sure. Leah, did you get them to? Did you get an e-sign from them and sign that yet?
No, I'm going to sign it after the meeting.
Okay, good deal. So the rest of it is on track. The development start date is the 12th. So here in about 3 days, they're going to start development on the website. They plan on user acceptance testing to start on the 5th of January. So they plan to have some sort of rough draft product for us to approve on January 5th, which will make sure the board has some say-so in that. And then the projected go live date is January 28th. There's a lot of steps in between there, but those are the key dates. The biggest thing is making sure that, and this is a short timeline. I understand that it's January 28th. We need to make sure that the ordinances allow and explicitly state that we take online or other forms of payment. I don't think our ordinances currently state any way that our payments are taken. So that probably needs to be established before we start taking card payments. That's pretty easy. I'm sure we can probably get, and I'll take that upon myself, is seeing if there's any other agencies that have a standardized ordinance that we can just kind of fill in the blank on. And this is, as I said in the last meeting, but just in case there's anybody new in the meeting, this is zero cost. This is provided by the state of Indiana. They are doing this just with input on our hands. Any pictures or anything like that anybody has that they want featured on the website, let us know. We uploaded several to them, but they're basically contracted to do any town or local governments. We're about the 16th local government to do this. So it's still a pretty new project. So thankfully, at the time being, this is a free project and we got in it soon enough that it's free.
Good. Now, the website you created is still live while they're doing this, right? And then once the station goes live, it'll be shut down?
Yeah, that website is a donation from a company, and it's about $25 a month, which is not terrible for a website, but that cost will go away after that.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that there was still going to be an online website accessibility for people. So.
Yep.
All right, anything else on it? Good?
I'm good.
All right,
Nothing.
moving on then. All right. Regulation 2025-5. I hate this part. All right. So do we have to do this just as a one time, or we're doing it passing as well
We
tonight?
need to pass that.
All right, so, well, we'll stop one. We're gonna introduce the resolution. So I move that resolution number 2025-5 be submitted for the first reading.
No.
All right. Here we go. All right, Town of Steinsville, Resolution 2025-5, a resolution to make a transfer of monies among the funds to support the 2025 budget for the Town of Steinsville, Monroe County, Indiana. Whereas it has become necessary to transfer monies to support the 2025 budget for the Town of Steinsville, Monroe County, Indiana, therefore be it ordained by the Board of Trustees of the Town of Steinsville, Monroe County, Indiana, the following. Section 1. To transfer money from the Lit Economic Development Fund into the Steinsville Community Center Fund, the CCI Fund of $300, Riverboat Tax Revenue Fund, $1,150, the Lit Economic Development Fund, $600, and, or is that the total? Okay. For a total for the Steinsville Community Fund of $2,050. Section 2, as this money comes from excess money and not budgeted in 2025 town budget, it is not necessary to reduce the fund budgets. So, I move that resolution number 2025-5 be adopted.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed by the Board of Trustees of the Town of Steinsville, Monroe County, Indiana, the second day of September. Oh, that's wrong. This 9th day of
No, yeah.
December 2025. That was an easy one, kind of. All right, we are now open for public comment. Anything that's on the agenda?
Just have one question. We are getting phone calls down at the Mercantile or people stopping in about people sleeping in the vehicle parking lot. I know they can't be behind the store or behind the school, but out in the front. Is that allowed? And what do you want us to tell these people, if anything?
So the only thing I know that's out here, Tommy and I were talking outside one night and the gentleman come up and asked if it would be okay to park his car here because he was visiting his girlfriend at the senior apartments and didn't want to take a spot down there from the other tenants. I told him it wouldn't be a problem, park it over here to the side so that it's out of the way. And that's as far as it went because we were here, he parked and he went to walking. So the sleeping in cars,
I've not seen any.
I haven't seen any of that, so I don't know.
I think I walk my dogs up here because I did warn, Danica and the other guy, I forget her name, on Saturday, because I didn't know who he was, but on Saturday morning, he was sleeping in his car.
Here,
And I got
Yes.
I got a call the other
I
night.
do have his license
Also.
plate number, but what I did notice is it is the same gentleman. Sometimes he parks in Ulick Park and then walks down to the senior apartments. I have my suspicion it was a holiday, he got drunk, or like, something, I mean, it's like, there was, I don't think it was the usual thing for him, but he was there, and when the snow came, he moved.
He was parking out in front of the store. The girlfriend at senior housing, they threatened to evict her because he was living there. They said he has to go or she's getting evicted. So he parks his car wherever.
Yeah.
And then walks down there and stays there. But they found that out too. But I also got a phone call that there was a female sleeping in her car out here.
Okay.
well, that's a new one.
I don't know.
Yeah. Have you guys?
I have been asked about it, but I hadn't seen it myself.
The only car I've seen is that particular car, which is
The little gray.
silver grayish.
Yeah.
I've seen it in the lake parking out here. And in front of the Mercantile periodically before they
And,
need to relocate somewhere else.
and I was told exactly what you said. There was a
female.
domestic situation and he was told he had to leave.
Go ahead, Shane.
Hey, so this the first time I've heard about it. So bringing it up in a town board meeting is fantastic. No, it's honestly the best thing to do, but also please send that to us via our email, which is just literally police@steinsville.in.gov. The town board has that email. I'm going to work on making that more visible on the website as well. But this stuff has to be reported if you want us to look into it. We'll definitely look into this. But just please send us an email with any descriptions that you have, license plate numbers, anything like that. And we're more than happy to look into that.
Okay. I know the one guy, but I've never seen a woman, but I'm not here at night.
Whose trailer's parked out there right now?
Didn't know there was one. It wasn't there when I was there.
It was there when I pulled in.
Red truck and trailer.
There ain't no red truck there, just a trailer.
It was a red truck and trailer earlier.
Yeah, he left-
Had
he
a
left.
tractor on it.
Yes, he left out when we come in, he was pulling his truck and he went out that direction. I don't know if it's still there or not. You come in after us, so if it's still there, then he must have had problems with it or something. I don't know. I don't know who
if
it
you
is.
wanted us to tell people that it's okay as long as they're out here and not in the back, or if it's not okay for them to be.
Our understanding was that there wasn't to be anybody parking there or sleeping there, unless it was like an emergency situation, like when we had the flood and stuff like that.
Right.
Is that not correct?
Yep.
That's what I thought we talked about.
But the sleeping in the car, I had no clue about it. And I haven't heard anything about a woman until tonight, so. Yeah. So is the female the girlfriend?
I don't know who they
I
are.
don't know.
Because if they've been reported to Richland Senior Housing,
She lives in the senior housing.
and then they found out he's still going down there and staying,
He still
it
lives.
looks to me like they would be starting their eviction process on her.
I don't know if it's her. I don't know who it is. I know the gentleman. He's a very nice guy.
Oh, he was very nice when he asked
He-
Tommy and I if
he
he
is
thought
a
it'd be
very
okay to
nice
park there,
guy.
and that was
But-
just for the night. But I've noticed the car several times.
And I don't know who the woman is. I just got a call in the middle of the night saying, hey, there's a woman sleeping
Yeah,
in front of
no.
the school. And it's like,
No.
that's not on me. But I'll bring it to your attention.
No. Well, we'll get the information to Shane and Brent and let them deal with it, but no. I don't know. Unless it's an emergency, like Kim said, that's all we talked about.
Anything besides parking, anything else you guys have seen, or just basically illegal parking?
The only thing I witnessed was a car. I never saw anyone sleeping in it. I just had people come into the store when we were back there on the weekend and ask me when we started allowing that. And I just said, we don't. If it's an emergency, like the flood situation, that's different. But I hadn't heard anything more about that.
Sure. And I think what you're saying with the flood, that's kind of when common sense rules apply as well.
Exactly.
But yeah, no one's asked us either, so we'll take care of that.
Okay, thank you.
That's one thing I have.
Can you accept my resignation now?
No,
No,
Please.
no. It's so funny how you try to do April Fools in December. Okay. Anyone else?
About my foot, Banyam, however they did actually finally put in the backflow device. And they did it free of charge and they also helped, they did the same thing to Richard Anderson's property because they had the same problem as I was having, so hopefully it is solved now. I also, as kind of like an extracurricular activity, I really would like to apply to the Rural Placemaking Studio at IU. It's basically connecting with them to like to have students design projects around Main Street just to like brainstorm. It doesn't mean anything would happen because they don't provide money, but they would provide guidance, and I think it could help like generate, I don't know, just different ideas to put forward to make things a little bit more cohesive and maybe help me with, particularly like my property. I would like to activate because my intention was never to live there full time, but to either activate it as like an Airbnb or a small business. But I know I want to put up fencing that like coordinates with the park somehow, or somehow have like fencing that would be like a mural. But they really want to work with spaces that people gather and kind of act as like third culture spaces. So I was just wondering if anybody was interested in it, and I was going to maybe try to somehow utilize that for my property, but they specifically, like, one of their like topics is Main Street, like you could have branding for posters or murals or just lots of things. And it's non-binding.
What do you all think?
I'm not real sure what she's asking, to be honest. I'm not real
It's
sure.
basically just to dress up Main Street, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, it'd be basically an IU design class, like collaborating with an IU design class, and students would come in and be like, look at this space.
Are historical, so they can't be changed. No decoration, no anything on them.
Oh, no, I mean, it's not, it's through the Center for Rural Engagement. So they would work around the historical things. Like, do we need a crosswalk, or, where you have like the street, like placards coming into town, like they could help design some. It's non-binding. It's just like it's like.
So they do kind of like a drawing to show
Yeah, it's
what,
students coming in to like brainstorm, like, if I put up a fence, like, it could be cool to have a mural on it, like, of like the history of Steinsville, so it doesn't look like, so if people are coming to the park, it like, there's like a flow, so it's not so like, this is her property, this is the park property, like, and so it's basically, and that's what architects and landscape architecture does. And so I'm also thinking, like, if they came in, they might be able to help with some of like the design drawings for like a sidewalk, and then, maybe help us figure out utilize that as a way to like elevate the sidewalk. I don't know. It's just, it's something I was interested in doing, but not.
I like your ideas. I do. But I know a lot of residents in Steinsville, they like the antique, old-fashioned country town. They don't want to see Bloomington art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's what they would do, it's a collaborative process. So that, I mean, basically these students they're going to like go to design firms, and they're going to have clients. So it's like, we get to pretend to be their client. So you can tell them, we don't want.
Well, I wasn't trying to tell you what you can do.
Oh, no, I just say like with like Steinsville, like everybody could have input, and you're like, we don't want neon, we want character, we want to, and that's what I'm for too, and that's what the Center for Rural Engagement is. How do you preserve the authenticity and character of Steinsville without having it like, you have to put something into it so it doesn't deteriorate. Like, it's conservation. It's not change, but you have to have some energy in the conservation too. And like, maybe, like, I would advocate for like this, like, crosswalk from the Mercantile to the park, or something, something that like signifies like, these are like, this is the space downtown where like you could flow from like getting a coffee to go to the park and hang out with your kid. And it's that stuff. It's not going to be binding for anything. It's just like to engagement.
I mean, if it doesn't matter to me on something like that, as long as it's just, they're doing it and it's basically like their class or whatever. It's nothing to us and no expense to us. And, Doesn't mean we'll approve of anything. I mean, it's just something you have to see and look at and go from there, but it'll be, I mean, it's not being done by us. So if it's something that you're contacting them, it's on you to have them do.
Okay, I just wanted you to not be mad at.
Oh, yeah.
Like, why are these 5 IU students here, Molly? Like,
It's not like we haven't had students here in years past doing things, you know, and they'll go around and they try to.
That's
do them.
true.
But it's also, they're doing stuff for a class that they've got to do, but then this is part of what they're doing too. And it's like, oh, here's some ideas. And they gave us pictures of things or whatever, you know, and it's like, you'd have this nice garden or you could do this and you could have this welcoming sign coming in, whatever. So I'm not opposed to it, but it just, yeah. You can make the contacts as Molly, so. Anything else?
Oh, I
I'm
have
gonna take
one
these off so I
question,
can see.
sorry. When does do you guys know when the county commissioner, sorry, I'm losing my words today, election is? Because David Henry is
That,
running for commissioner, but I feel like it's a
you
weird
can,
election.
there's a file now. I don't know if it's opened. It hasn't opened up yet for filing, but the county election will be, the primaries in May
It is in May,
for a commissioner seat, yeah, and a council seat.
and then it will be the next.
And then the final one would be in November for the general election of it.
Okay, yeah. I just wanted to bring that up because David Henry seems to be like a really good guy. I think he helped with the stormwater asphalt. And I don't know if you're aware that there was 2 commissioners, not Jody Maderas, but the other 2, they denied Seven Oaks a grant for food security. So
Yeah, I have to say, I wasn't happy about that.
Yeah, that was a.
I thought that
that was all over the news.
I wasn't in it, but I don't
I'm
think that we should
asking you
talk about
to
bipartisan
remind
politics
me
in
of
the
that
board
election so I
meeting.
can remember to vote for him.
I think that they advertise those. I mean, you're on
Well,
Facebook,
I
they'll,
keep looking because
Yeah.
I can't find.
but
the-
I don't think it's
One,
this
Lee
year.
Jones, that did that as well. She's not running again. So there'd be a whole new person filing there, and that's where you have, David was looking at this spot. You've got Trent looking at that spot. They're both from the council.
Both are good guys.
Yep. And then, I know Julie just ran, so I don't know if I don't think her spot will be up yet. So she was in the festival parade, so I'm not sure if it's her time coming up or if she's still got time, because they always attend our parade every year, so I'm not sure what her term falls at.
Oh, Jody Madera, she just got elected.
Jody did,
Yeah.
but Julie was here, so I don't know when her term is. But Lee's not running again, so that's the one that they all filed, or they're filing for.
Can I just say, I think it's really cool if we list who is running, but I don't want to be told who to vote for during a town council meeting.
Yeah.
So can we,
Well, no one's filed yet because it's not open.
no, but I'm saying in general, it's cool if we say
Oh,
who's
yeah.
running.
Absolutely.
Let's not say, oh, I'm going to vote for this person, you should too,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
That is, I'm just making that boundary.
No, that
because-
won't be happening. No.
Yeah, I feel like it just did, so
Oh,
that's why I'm backing that up.
sorry, I
No.
didn't mean to make it like that.
No.
If that is how you.
That's how it came off, and I don't like being told who to vote for, no matter what.
I was just wondering when the election was to be like on it, because it matters.
And that's a great question. That's a fact. That's a great question. This is who's running. This is when it is. That's great. That's the end of it. In a public forum, that is the end of it.
As far as who is running, I have no clue yet.
Yeah, I think they have a while for that to be
Yeah.
put up. So, and from past, they do, and like, they are on Facebook, you'll get flyers. We always have in the past. I'm assuming that will still be the case.
I'm sure.
You'll get stuff in the mail.
I know
They-
Trent and David both have Facebook pages.
Yeah. So that they will definitely tell you when it's time to vote, like when that's going to happen. Keep an eye peeled. If you're friends with them on Facebook, then they will put in and on all of that, because I don't know exact
The
dates.
party
myself yet.
dates, the parties will also put on they have
Right.
their Facebook pages too, that they'll announce all the people who have filed.
Right.
And then their clerk, I don't know if they do it under voter registration or if they do it under just the Monroe County Clerk election, something, then they'll list everyone.
Okay, I think
Everybody.
that is the problem of not having like a good newspaper for
Right.
So I didn't even know who Trench was. And I was just worried because of the way Seven Oaks was treated with food insecurity by the people who are on there now. And I didn't know she was not going to be there. I was just seeking information on you.
Yeah, that's the only one I know that's not running again.
So I just want to be clear too. I am neurodivergent and I have been bullied so much. Most of you in this room have had the police called on me. I've gotten reprimanded in emails because I bought a property that I didn't get inspected. I went through a disaster with no help, and my communication style is different. Sometimes people hear what they think they want to hear and not what I actually said. That was not my intention. My intention was to be aware of when the council had an election so I could vote, because I keep looking online and I am confused about the Monroe County, how the politics work. There's a small town, then Monroe County has commissioners and a council, and that's not intuitive.
Well, I am not bullying you. I'm having boundaries. I'm saying I'm uncomfortable.
I didn't say that you had to vote. Did anybody else hear that? I did not say that. I didn't tell you who to vote for.
Okay.
I want that on the record. I did not say who to vote for. I was just asking information.
I don't know
I
who
don't
that
know what
was.
that was.
Scott, if I can say something,
Go ahead.
I'm just a little confused on what's happening. I don't think we've ever responded or done anything with her that I'm aware of as far as documentation since I've been a police officer. So not really sure what agency she's talking about there.
Not even in this room right now. People know, the people know who they are.
I think he was just concerned because he thought it was being as in Steinsville PD being the one that was called for you.
No,
And it wasn't.
no, it was Monroe County Animal Control. After I got displaced from my house because of a flood, there was someone who called and said I abandoned my dogs when I'm there 3 to 4 times a day feeding them. I would love to have my dogs back. And that was like the sweet welcome treatment I got. No one cared how much money I lost in that flood.
Excuse me.
In
Excuse
the
me.
meeting.
You had 5 people offer to help you clean your house.
In the meeting.
Yes,
In the
yes.
meeting.
5 of us
In
at the
the-
store offered to help.
I don't
In the meeting.
trust you guys.
We're
Like,
adjourned.
please don't.
You know what? If you don't trust us, you.
Thanks, Brent. You guys. See you guys later.
Leave this town.
You're welcome.
don't
Thank you.
Ask if your wife
I don't know either. And Jeff McKim's taking her spot.
Doesn't matter, what, you know.
That's something you do.
The thing about that whole thing though, with her going like that is,
Most of us in this room bullied her.
why is this?
Called the police on her and all that,
It's not recording.
and we did
Yes,
not.
it is.
Shane,
Shane,
hey
Hey.
Shane,
Yeah, I'm still here.
we-
You're
we've
all,
adjourned.
you're off public recording at this point.
Okay, we are not
Alright, 'cause when we
recording.
put it on red, it's switched back and it's showing everything.
No,
on
you're
the
good.
screen.
I joined back, but you're off the public recording. You're good. Keep going.
This recording has started.
Yeah, I don't.
'Cause this
know what-
thing is weird. It's one time it's red and it's working, one time it's green and it's.
Yeah.
No,
I
that,
don't
that,
know.
that thing needs replaced. Not a fan of it, but no, we just cut the public feed.
All right,
Well,
thanks.
and I just